Berlin, and it's football time in Germany as the country hosts the European Football Championship. Officials said that they were taking the aspect of security very seriously and are so far satisfied with the preparations. However, some incidents have occurred away from the pitch recently, and to find out about them, we are now joined by Thomas Sparrow from DW Berlin. Hi Thomas, first of all tell us what's the atmosphere like in Germany with football fans there from all over Europe?
It's a festive atmosphere, there's no doubt about that. In the different cities that are hosting the games, you can see fans from the different European countries that are taking part in the European Championship. This is a European Championship that was certainly awaited with great expectation here in Germany, with an expectation that it will go on peacefully, calmly, but also in a festive way for all the fans that are coming from different parts of Europe. It's also a European Championship that is being followed from other parts of the world. So it's not only something that is of interest here in Europe or to the countries that are taking part. And you see this interest, you see this festive atmosphere, for example, in the fan zones that have been built in the different cities that are hosting the matches. Here in Berlin, not far away from where we are standing, close to the iconic Brandenburg Gate, there's a fan zone that is attended by fans when there are different matches. So the atmosphere is certainly festive, but I would like to add that for many Germans at the same time, there is a little bit of concern about the security situation. Around half of Germans, according to a recent survey, stressed that they're worried about potential terror attacks here in the country, and a majority said that they were actually prepared to basically watch the matches at home instead of going to the fan zones. One reason being the security situation overall. However, security officials so far have stressed that they're satisfied with the overall security situation, even though there have been minor incidents not necessarily related directly to the football matches. But in any case, security officials are still very much vigilant and looking for potential threats.
Okay, Thomas, as you mentioned that a majority of Germans have said that they are not planning to go to the fan zones and would rather watch the games at home due to security concerns. If you could elaborate these incidents, how worried are Germans about potential attacks during the event?
Well, they are worried, but the main concern is actually in the fan zones. So the stadiums are normally rather safe. So you have tickets, obviously, for those attending. There are controls and checks before you enter the stadium. The situation is a little bit more fluid, if you want, in the fan zones. And there's a potential for more people to go to the fan zones, especially if there are important matches happening. So from the security perspective, guaranteeing security is probably a bigger challenge in those fan zones and in the cities than specifically in the stadiums. Now, if we look specifically at the stadiums, German officials have put in place not only these checks, but also the use of technology to, for example, detect drones or prevent drone attacks. In the fan zones, there are also checks and there are also controls. There's police presence. There's cooperation between German police and international police, so for police officers from other European countries. There are also checks at the German borders. So even already for those that are planning to come, they have to deal with an increased security operation. So you can clearly see that this security operation here in Germany has different phases. It has different interests. It had different priorities as well. But one of the main areas of concern, at least for officials here in Germany, specifically the fan zones, where many are going to gather, even though, as you said, there has been this survey stressing that many are actually going to watch the matches from home.
So yes, sporting action now shifting to Europe as Germany hosts the Euro Cup, and of course then we have the Paris Olympic Games. Thank you very much, Thomas. Thomas Sparrow joining us from DW headquarters in Berlin.